What's up? What's up? It's getting aggravated with my damn recording software here. Damn thing, god damn it. Fucking thing. Every time I'd like, all right, so I would start the podcast and I would start talking, but it would be recording like on my dash up there, not my headset. And then I'd try a little something to fix it, and then I'd hit record and it'd start working. But then I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, shit. And then I'd stop it, and I'd go delete the stupid ones, and then I'd come back and try to record again. Then it'd be recording on the dash again. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Anyway, I got myself a coffee, and I am deciding on what to speak to you and the world about today. And one of the things I guess that crossed my mind was, all right, forgive me if maybe I sound insensitive or something like that, but what the fuck is with this? I'm sorry, maybe the problem is I don't get it as far as like the guys that do this shit, but like getting roofied. Like, what the fuck is the point? Like, honestly, and the reason why I say that is because I don't understand it. Maybe it's some sort of like a fetish, or I don't know, but that's illegal. But what I'm trying to get at is, okay, let's say you are the type of guy that goes out to a bar to meet a girl to take home. All right, so it's whatever. Everybody's got their own thing. So you go out to the bar and what do you do? I don't know. Anyway, so you go out to the bar and you just try to meet girls and you're unsuccessful, right? What do? Well, me in that situation, I would just go home. Sucks to be me tonight. I'm half drunk and I did not have any success at the fishing hole. I don't know. I don't know, but so you just go home, and honestly, it'd probably be the best way to go home. I don't know if I'd really want to bring anybody home from a bar and then have to wake up to that kind of situation. But anyway, the whole roofie thing, I don't get. Like, what is a dude doing? Like, I just don't get it. All right, you're poisoning a. I don't understand it. I'm so sorry. I don't even find, like, some things I can figure out. Like, all right, dude with a foot fetish. Obviously, he's got like some kind of weird, I don't know, like a fetish with something that's dirty. Maybe it's just, all right, I get it. Dudes are weird, right? Or maybe you're a chick with a foot fetish. I don't know. But, like, I can kind of understand that. I get it. Like, and you're not hurting anybody, you know? But, and like a majority of other fetishes, like I can look at through like a stink eye and be like, what the fuck? But I get it, you know? And I'm not judging anyone, but the roofie thing, I was trying to talk to a couple people about this, and they were just not trying to understand that side of why. What I'm trying to understand is, I'm not trying to throw some sort of judgmental shit around. I'm just trying to get into the mind of the roofier. Like, what is going on in there? And look, dudes talk about a lot of shit, but Bill Cosby didn't sit around and talk to his buddies about this one. Guarantee you. They don't, and like, you got dudes like Greg Fitzsimmons and shit like that are like openly foot fetish dudes. It's funny, but that's one of those hush-hush ones that you don't really get to hear why dudes do that. And please don't think I'm some sort of advocate for it. I'm just not passing judgment at the moment. Now, if we were to get onto that side of the subject, I would say definitely you should hang these motherfuckers because it's weird and sick and fucked up. But at this moment, I'm trying to understand why. Like, who goes to a fucking bar and has a pill in their pocket and cracks I guess that's what I guess it's like in a gel cap or something, and you crack it and you put it in somebody's drink, or maybe it's a dissolvable. I don't know. I don't even know what it looks like. So, who the fuck would sit at a bar and do that to a girl's drink? Like, what is this? What is it? What does it do for you? Are you into, like, dead people or something? Maybe? Because, like, that's what it does. I don't even know what a roofie does. Does it knocks them out, right? Or does it make them groggy? And I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I should have done my research before I started talking about this, but I just don't understand, and I can't put myself in the situation of the dude that does that. I don't get where that is better than, you know, talking to a girl and maybe telling her something about yourself and learning about her a little bit and then going back to the house and banging it out or whatever. Because that sounds a lot more fun to me than having a barely conscious female that you drugged going back to your house. I don't get it. I wish I had somebody to go back and forth with on this right now, but I don't. I just don't. I could say that a million times. I don't understand it, but I don't. And you know, I believe it's just the same thing with a lot of things. If you find the root of why it's happening, then you could probably help dissolve the problem. But because no one knows why people do it, they just want to kill everybody that does it. When in reality, we should just be focusing, maybe talking, just like, you know, those mass murderer guys or serial killers. You got to sit down and talk to these guys. You got to figure out what's broken in their brain. And I'm a firm believer of that. Like, get your fucking emotions out of the judicial system. Sit down. You know, take somebody who wasn't directly affected by the crime, investigator and whatnot, and sit them down with the person and get as much info as you can. And I'm sure they do that, but that's my belief on that. A lot of more simple-minded folks, and I'm not trying to be hateful by saying that, but they sound like drunk people. They're like, oh, just fucking hang him and shoot him. And, well, that's great and all, but now it's just like having a captive. You don't have any information if you do that. And if you hang them and kill them all, they're just going to keep coming. I mean, it's not like that's going to solve the problem. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, to solve the problem, you have to find maybe some signs and symptoms from their childhood or something that gives a tell sign. So I was trying to have a really hard conversation with someone about that. Wasn't really getting most intelligent feedback. It was just no, they're assholes. Fucking fuck them. You know. And it's like, yeah, just calm down a minute. You know. Just have a little back and forth here. I'm not actually doing that, so there's no reason to yell at me. But hear me out. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I don't want to. I'm not personally affected by it. Because no one has drugged and raped me, nor anyone that I, directly know or know about. So I'm not completely affected by it. So I can have a rational sense of things by sitting down and trying to figure out why people do stupid shit like that. And it's okay to ask the questions. Oh, look at these fucks. They're all parked all kind of crooked. But trying to park here for the night, but these people are just parked like lunacy at 9 o'clock at night. You can't even get through here. This isn't okay. All right. So anyway, I'm almost to Chicago. And, I don't know why that subject was such a thing to me, but it was. So I decided to buckle down on it and try to figure it out. I'm going to do more research on it, and I'll probably come back to it in a different podcast. But for right now, we're going to move on. All right. So, trying to cut sugar out of my life. And not completely, not like, insanely cut it out of my life, but for the most part, because sugar is in like everything, and it's annoying. I'm trying to find I got 17 miles. But anyway, sugar is in everything, and I strongly suggest that you hit that point in your life, like hit that subject and try to figure out how much sugar you're consuming. It's very harmful to your body. Very, very harmful. I watched a documentary. No, I think it was just like a TED Talk, but it was about what happens in your body when you consume sugars. And also, I was looking at fasting. And fasting is actually like a cleanse. Fasting would be like no food, only water for 4 or 5 days. And I know that sounds really difficult, and a lot of people are probably freaking out going, oh my God, you'll die. No, you actually won't. It's actually part of what it is to be human, feast and famine. And you're supposed to go through the whole 3 meals a day thing. That's like death by food, suicide by food. Don't eat 3 meals a fucking day. That's insane. And especially the size of meals that people eat. That is ridiculous. You wonder why America's fat. Look at all the sugar, plates of sugar sugars and starches that people are eating every day. Or people that stop at McDonald's and just eat pounds of fucking bread and shit, potato sticks with salt. It's just insane. And they do that 3 times a day. Ugh. Some people don't give a fuck. Like, they just, and you'll see them, like, there's people that are like, oh, whatever. Yeah, I got high metabolism, bro. I'm good. And then, like, 5 years later, they look like they got black fucking eyes, and their, like, face is swollen, and they're, like, 100 pounds overweight, and they just look like garbage. You're like, hey, how about that metabolism, bro? And they're like, I don't know what happened. Well, should have listened to me when I told you not to eat fucking McDonald's 3 times a day. It's going to kill you. Cheers. But you got to be careful, man. And I'll be the first to admit my willpower is fucking shit. Like, I suck at willpower. Like, I can't do it, man. And but I am very conscious of my eating habits. Like, I could push things back, stop after 2, that kind of deal. But It's just there's so much shit that people don't know, and when you're, around people, that's how it goes. It's really hard to do. It's hard. Like try to cut back on sugars and starches and yeast and all that. Well, yeast is, but yeah, try to cut back on all of it, even if it's only a little bit. You'll find out how hard it is. But all right, I am trying to find a parking spot, so I'm gonna have to cut this short. And please, comment back on the whole roofie thing. Like, why do people do that? And I mean, why do people do that rather than just try to coerce each other into having sex like normal people? All right, well, I guess I'll cut this one a little short. I gotta down this coffee, and I'm gonna get to this parking spot. But as far as the studio, I got it set up. I just need a table, and I got to start buying equipment, and party's gonna start rolling. Then I love it. All right, thank you for listening, and I'm out of here. See ya.